Okay, okay, okay. How is your mood?
First of all, I'd like everyone to excuse me because I haven't spoken English like for 2 years already. So, and because of
I mean, that's totally fine.
yeah, yeah, so if I will speak like a Russian person, I'm very sorry. Anyway, this is not my problem. Everyone should appreciate my English now.
Okay, great. So, hello everybody. My name is Dasha Timbush, and I'm a founder of the CastingForm. And here with us today, this amazing, amazing lady, VASSA Vasilisa Kuzmina. She got nominated this year for South by Southwest as a director. And you all know that we've been doing this week Christmas challenges, and last month we've been doing a custom form December short challenges. And we were thinking that to hear the story of Vasilisa will be very inspiring to everybody. So, how actually the actress can be in charge of the career and become a director and create the content themselves. But let's start from the very, very beginning. Hello, Vasa. How are
Hi.
you?
That I remember the word hi. Hi.
That's great. Where are you now?
I'm in Moscow right now. I've just come back from Sochi.
Uh huh.
I was doing location scout there for the feature movie I'm doing this summer.
Wow, incredible, incredible. So, for everybody who doesn't know you, could you please just introduce yourself the
For
way
everyone who doesn't know, so for just everyone.
no, 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 not everyone, but
For everyone.
I love your mood. Yeah. Just you met the person on the street. So, what would you tell this person about yourself?
Oh, I'm always so shy to speak about that. So let's make this suffering short. um, I was going to become an economist. I was studying finance in Moscow. Then I went to do my master's degree in Columbia University in New York. I was like, I was 20 at the time because I went to the university in Moscow at 15. My parents
Mhm.
didn't really like me, so they're like, you have to go now. Uh, I went to New York. I didn't have any friends there, so the only entertainment I got, I went to Broadway and I watched like every play on Broadway and off Broadway, and I was absolutely like magnetized with all this, with like all the magic, and I've never gone to theater in Moscow. I don't know why, but I was like doing chemistry after school, and so I came back. I needed to go to work in McKinsey. I was going to do like consulting stuff, and I like sat down and I was, oh my god, this is like the huge mistake I'm going to make right now. This is like the biggest mistake. um, that was after the interview. I had the interview in McKinsey, and I was like, oh my god, I will sit in the office for like 40 years, and then what? I will die. And so it was already like May or June, and I started to Google. Okay, Google, how I become an actress. And the first like ads in Google, they suggest you universities, and so the
Mhm.
first universities that came up was Shepkinskaya Theater School. It's like we have five big schools in Russia, in Moscow, and this is one of them. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know about Geek. I didn't know about the car.
So, sorry to interrupt. So, how old were you when you
I was
decided
20.
to do
I was
20?
21.
Mm-hmm.
I was 21. Um,
Isn't it late
yes,
to?
it's already. I didn't think that it was late. I was like, come on! I was at master's degree in Columbia at 20. Like everyone was 35 because I was like there. It was CEO of L'Oreal. Doing my master's degree in finance, so I always thought that I'm like very, very small, smart, and sweet, and so I come there, and everyone is 16, and everyone is like, mm-hmm. And the girls come by and they say like, do you do ballet? And I was like, no, I've never done. Ah, I see, good luck. Okay, that would be fun. But I don't know how, but like, so I look at the program that you have to prepare to enter the university, and there's like a poem, and the little extract from a book, like I don't know how to say the prosa, uh,
Drama.
like drama monologue, like drama
Drama.
monologue, something
Mhm.
like this. So I'm like, well, that sounds easy. There is no maths and English, and I can do that. That's just to learn.
That
uh,
that really sounds like my story, like the only reason I've been entering to the university to do not pass math exam because my childhood I studied at physical mathematical college and I was so stuffed with maths. Sorry to interrupt.
no, it's okay. So I like, it sounds easy, and I learned, and I came to the Shepkinska, like at the first round, and I don't know how, I don't know, because I was so I didn't have any fear. I didn't know that people try to get there like 10 years, that people from first class go to like special drama schools for children. I didn't know that. I thought it's like, oh, that's easy just to learn two things. That's easy. And I think that because of that, I think that's actually very useful for actors, because we're people don't pass. I got a lot of monologues of people to do casting for, like, for my movies, and I see that they can do much better, but because they have this, I have to pass it. This is like an exam.
Fear.
Yeah, fear. They don't do it good. So I didn't, that was the time I didn't have that. I thought, like, that's easy. And everyone had, so I don't know, luckily, I just got enrolled there, and they just told me, this is Kuzmina, you passed, yeah, you're now the student of, and I'm like, that was fine. Through time I understood that that was like actually a lot of luck. And I come back home. I ask my parents to sit down. I'm like, guys, we need to talk. And they're like, what? Please don't tell us. And I'm always like, a good girl. I do everything they say. I went to the university they wanted. I went to the masters they wanted. I'm like, I live with them. I've never go, even to sleep over to my girlfriend's houses. Like, I'm like, a girl in pink, like, hi. And I'm like, guys, we need to talk. I'm going to theater school, and I already entered. So from September, I'm going, like, my mother asked, this is like the second university. Like, no, no, I'm going like for the 16 years old. She's like, okay. And she says, this is not like a real university. I'm like, no, mom, this is real. I'm like, no, this is not. Do they have like any subjects there? Like, I said, no, but this is not real. But luckily, you already have a diploma, so you can like, you're 21, so you can do this for 1 year. It's okay. Like, have fun. Like a year after university, Americans have, like,
Mhm.
travel. That was like my year. My mom said, okay, you can do that. But of course, I felt in love. I felt in love with theater. So like 4 years, I'm nonstop. I was from 8 a.m. to like 2 a.m. in the morning. We were in the university. Russian theater schools are very tough. They're like crazy teachers. They are crazy in a good way. They love their job, and like every day we went from school, like really literally at 2 a.m. So like in 4 years, I'm like 25. It's the end of school. Like in a month, we're graduating, and I'm like, maybe I need to do something, because in 1 month it's going to finish, and I don't have an agent, and I haven't. I was actually like every day till 2 a.m. in the university. Maybe I have to do something. And I only think about that, and the woman come to, like, the casting director of like the first channel,
Mhm.
comes to our theater, like school, university theater, and she sees me in the play, and she comes after, and she says like, oh, I saw you, I loved you so much, we have like a big casting for like a big series on the first channel, so would you like to come? And I was like, yeah, I think this is quite logical. Of course I can, I have time.
Oh my gosh, I love you. You're hilarious.
Like, I put it to the universe, and like universe gave me an answer like very quick, and I was like, yeah, I worked so hard. I worked like 4 years more than everyone else, because everyone else was much more prepared than me. They did like sport, they did ballet, they did acting class. I haven't done anything ever. So like I needed to work like much more than everyone else had to, because you know, when everyone was sitting in splits, I was like, that's already my split. But you're standing. I know. um, so I'm preparing for this monologue. I'm coming to Mosfilm. Um, and the moment I got into the room, there's like the director, she's sitting smoking. Everyone smokes there. She's looking at me like, and I'm like, hi, I'm reading for this part. Hello, I'm there. And she's like, okay, please, come in. And she puts the cigarette. Okay, let's please. I don't know how to say that. I was like, you know, I'm like really tired. I don't want to spend your spare time, and I don't want to spend mine. So thank you. Your face is not really suitable for first channel. It's more for art house movies. So we're sorry. And I'm standing like that. This is like my first casting ever. I'm 25. I made like this 4 years. I changed the job, and I'm standing like that. Like, I'm sorry.
Hello, reality.
No, I'm really sorry, but you know, your face, it's like, it's more for art house movies. You know, for first channel, we have a little bit different type. Sorry. And you know, and she tries to be sweet. Like, she's like, And then, like, maybe I read, sorry, I'm so tired. Well, like from 7 a.m. here. I'm really sorry. So I went out, and I, you know, like the wall there, and I'm like down, like, like, yeah, this was like a hysterical cry.
Wow.
I'm calling my mom, and I'm trying to explain what happened, but she hears a she's like, please, what happened? Someone died. So after that, I was in depression for like about like 3 months. I didn't go anywhere, and I was like, my mom tried to open the windows, and I'm like, no, mom, today is not the day.
Very dramatic. Very dramatic.
Not ready yet. And then I see like Yandex company, they made the contest for best scripts of the short movies, that if they love it, they will produce it. And the theme was near future. And I was like, you know, lying like that. And I love to write something. I was like, okay, I can write something. Okay. And in 3 months, I get a call from Vasilev's company. And they're telling me, Timur Bekmambetov wants to produce your film. Do you have like, are you okay with that? I'm like, oh, I will look. I will look.
Sounds logical.
Yeah, I'm free. I can do that. I'm free. I can do that. Yeah. And that's it. And so they invited me. I was like reading before the meeting. I bought all the, like, you know, yellow books, directing for dummies, screenplay for dummies. I was like, everyone will know that I don't know anything about that. So I need to read it like that. So I was like, for 3 days, I was reading all the books. They were like, directing in 3 days. Yeah, and so I started to prepare this short movie. In parallel, I went to Fedor Bondarchuk. I entered this directing school, which I'm actually graduating from right now. And so in these 2 years, like everything started to be like that. So it all started that I thought, okay, I will write something myself, the best for me. I think that will happen actually, but eventually, but when I started to do the directing thing, I understood that it's much cooler. Why? Because I'm playing all the roles now. Like when you were an actor, it's very like it's very narrow. Narrow, yes. You have this girlfriend of the main protagonist, and that's it. And now I play the protagonist, the girl of the main protagonist, mom. And so you're always like, this is like much more fun, and I always love the process much more than the result. So I think if you really love the process but not the result, definitely this job is much more fun.
Directing, you mean?
Yes, directing is much more fun because you don't have to sit like, you know, for hours waiting for this for this short phrase to say. You're like you're. This is very inspiring. Like I, sometimes I get up. I even tell my mom, I don't believe that I'm doing all this and I get paid for that. So I just don't. Sometimes I really get up and like, do they really pay me? Like,
Does she believe it now?
yeah, she now really believes it, and she um finally she thinks I'm cool.
Wow. Okay.
28 years passed. 28 years, and finally she thinks I'm cool. Like, maybe 2 months ago she said like, yeah, someone told me, she was sitting at dinner, and like someone told her, oh, you're Vasilisa's mom, and she said, oh, this is for the first time.
Wow. Wow.
And she told me that that was because everyone always tells me, like, my mom is super cool, and everyone says, oh, you're Natalia's daughter, and I'm like, yeah, 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 28 years, yeah. And so she said like, whoa, this is for the first time. Yes, she is. Oh, we watched her movie, that's cool.
Oh, Vasilisa, I love so much the stories like this, and I think we have a lot in common with you. But this is about you today, and I love, these like fluffy, glamorous, all happy stories. But I want to add a little bit of a real stuff here.
Drama.
And would you mind, please, to tell a little bit like what was down the road was what was the backwards of all of that, what was what you lost, what
Mhm.
you suffered from, how you was passing through all, because you're now kind of like at the final stage,
Yes.
like you succeeded, you wanted to do this, and this is a very nice and bright story. How old are you now, like?
20. I turned 29 3 weeks ago.
Okay, you're not even 30, but you're already, the director. You were nominated for South by Southwest and all that. So imagine yourself being a girl of 15. You just graduated from the first university, then you go into Columbia, and you are this girl watching these Broadway shows, and you're kind of in this um, looks like I gonna lose all my life for finance and all this. So, what would you suggest, or maybe what would you, if you just look at this situation retrospectively,
Yeah, I
what
understand the
what
question.
help you to make this decision? What to actually follow your heart? Why you did this?
When I was younger.
You
No,
can
but
say
really,
when I was 15 years
when
younger.
I was when I was younger, when I was like 21, even when I was like 25, I didn't have fear. Like, the fear wasn't actually my thing. I was always doing something. Fear came now. I don't know, maybe now you have something to lose. Maybe
Uh-huh.
when you're like 20, you like, everything is ahead, like, let's do that. If that will be bad, I'll come back to my kids. And now you're like, okay, no, I don't, of course I have time for mistakes, but you don't want to make them anymore. You want to like everything to do right. You already have, and all the girls have the plan. Now I like 29, now I do the career, 20, the 32, I want kid, 34, I want the second. Like, you have already this plan. Even if the girls tell you they don't have that plan, they have that plan. So please, like, don't do this. I know my girl is not like that. Please, she is. um
So, okay, then the first advice will be to work on your fears and
uh yeah, I think the first, what I would tell me if I was like 21. First of all, I would never change my, like, finance, economical background. Like, from 15 to 21, I will stay everything the same, because I would never be this kind of person without that. I would go to Colombia, I would go to Broadway, like this, we fix them.
Mhm.
Everything was fine, thanks, till 21. uh, what I would advise myself when I was 21, the problem was that I thought that I would go to theater school. I would work really hard. Like, I worked really hard, and everything will, like, I believe like in like karma, that like in the world, you work hard and you get that. But sometimes that doesn't work, because this is still the position of expectations. You expect that someone will come and save you. Someone will come, the director will come and film you. Like someone will come and discover you. So the actors are always waiting, and I was the same. I was like, I will work hard, and then someone will discover me. But why? Maybe someone will discover it, but someone will maybe will don't. But that this is like a huge possibility. Are you ready to put your life on the possibility that maybe you will be discovered, but maybe not? That took me like like 5-6 years to understand that. Stop. I want. That doesn't mean that you don't have to go to school. You have to, but in parallel, right now you have to. Like Soderbergh makes his movies with an iPhone. You don't have to. You don't have to be like a big film director to do very cool stuff. There is a lot of things on the internet that became enormously popular because just of the like talent, of the idea, of the fire. And I see a lot of people sometimes, and you just like, and you like, bam, and you're like 15 minutes already on their Instagram, and you're like, okay, I want this actor to come to casting. This is like something cool. I don't know. Of course, like the level of Anton Lapenko or Irina Gorbacheva, we don't speak. This is like huge success, and extremely, like Anton Lapenko is for me, he's like extremely talented person. Like I just totally love him.
Just very
Uh,
famous actors in Russia for
yeah,
somebody who, yeah.
yeah. This like the two famous actors who became famous. So they were trying to become actors. They finished theater schools, but they couldn't.
And they kind of like unusual, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they're kind of unusual, and they started to make like fun Instagram stories,
mhm.
like acting different. They had several heroes they invented.
Like
Uh,
parodies and
yeah,
sarcastic.
and that became like very popular. So, what I would advise myself, so to go to the theater school, but in parallel to write scripts, to go out, to try to connect with people, to find. I mean, we're living in the world, and film is the area that they're all about people. So people make movies. It's not the one person. Like when someone gets one person gets an Oscar for the film, I'm always like, how did that happen? Because this is always like a huge luck to get a cool crew. So
That's
you have to like to go out to know script writers, to know directors, to know actors, to have fun, to love it. Of course, if you have at the end of your road, you have like, I want to be famous, I want to be in TV, then I don't know what to advise. Actually, I think this is and maybe another path. But I always love the process, but not the result. I always cannot watch my stuff on the big screen. I'm always coming out from the. So I like please, I that did it. Let's just forget it. Like that was fun on the road. That was fun when I made it. So let's just get it.
just to summarize it a little bit, because I want to move further. So lose the fear. Then the
Mhm.
second, I would say, find what's special about you and tell this story to the people,
Yes.
right? Because I think that something you leave unsaid, you
Mhm.
are a pretty confident person. Even if you are shy, that's okay to be confident but shy.
Yeah.
That's good. But you always were kind of, and this is the reason why you didn't have a fear, because you were self-confident.
Yeah.
So start telling this story to the people and create your own content, and network and build a network
Yes,
of the
that's right.
people, because filmmaking is a teamwork. Moving further to you now becoming an already being a director, once again, South by Southwest nominated director. This is a huge accomplishment. Congratulates to you. I mean, I know you for 3 years, and all this happened, on my eyes, and I'm super proud of you. Um, Can you tell us a little bit about the process of submission for South by Southwest? Was it expected? Was it planned? How you made yourself visible? So you created this.
Just luck.
Okay.
Really, this is just luck. We
You have to do something to get
yeah,
this recognition.
we decided to like to enroll only to like cool festivals. We decided not to do, like
Middle. Mhm.
class B. We decided like we don't know, we don't want that. If we don't get there, it's okay. We still have like cool content. It's okay. And the problem was that we finished the series in like November, December, and we had it. We should have put it out on the internet in like February or March. So
Mhm.
that was so we had like only this winter festivals to enroll into. So we sent it to Berlin, we sent it to South by Southwest, and we sent it to Sundance.
Mhm.
So one of three we got a report. So we just went to three festivals, and one of three got us yes.
Sure.
But I think that was actually about the format, because this is Screen Life, and this is always about experiment. Because
Can you
every
tell us a little bit about Screenlight, about the project that you
Yeah,
submitted?
of course. Screen Life is the Timur Bekmambetov's know-how. Everything is all the film is on the screen of the computer or iPhone, or is everything is like how do you say that?
One frame.
Запись экрана.
Uh, Screenshot, screen
Yeah,
recording, screen.
yeah, it's like screen recording of our talk, or my Google and etc. And this is all, of course, this is experiment. But Timur Bikometov is all about experiments. This is so cool about him. Um, so I think we also got, because of the format, because South by Southwest, they love, all the festivals love to try something new about the form. uh, I think sometimes movies about like the ideas, they should reflect the problems of today, or it's about the form. So I think in our station was more about the form that was like that we chose. Um,
And the story, just a little bit about the story. What was the?
yeah, this is about like Alice. It's the personal assistant, like Siri,
Mhm.
like Siri, or like Russian equivalent of Siri is Alice.
Okay.
This is Yandex Siri. So, and she has, this is like mini series. So she's the helper of different taxi drivers and
Mhm.
their stories. So it's like Night on Earth of Jim Jarmusch, but
Okay.
but today in Screen Life and with Alice.
Okay. Okay. And so it's a TV series. It's a web series. The
It's web
short.
series. It's web series. Yes, that was actually the short movie that I like. The story that I told before, that I made the short movie with Timur Bekmambetov. When they asked me, that was like
Your
the
first.
short movie.
Your first.
That was its name was Alice. That was the short movie I made.
And
When I
that's
made
the
it,
one
yes,
that
it became quite popular. So Yandex came back to us and was like, you made it good. Can you make series now for this? So the short movie became like the first episode, but it wasn't intended. We didn't intend to do like the series. It was the short movie, and but it became the first episode, and did six more.
Wow, that's incredible story. So moving to you as a director, what is important for you when you cast? So how do you cast actors? What are you looking for? I think this is a super common questions, but I want you to infuse the answer with your feedback being an actress as well. So how you, as an actress, being a director and doing the casting, what is the difference in the process, and what would you suggest to the actors who go into castings?
Uh, I think
You for your projects.
to me. Um, I love the style of, like I'm always telling, of the zero, of the like, um, zero. I know. I'm saying always like it's zero speed.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't play anything, just speak. That's the idea. Because I don't like the theater way of playing, and I never expect actors, to cry, to shout, because you're still in the room. I understand this. You're in the room with like three people, without any cost, without anything. And when you start, like even great actors, when they start to like shout, and that always makes me uncomfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to like play on the level that it's appropriate here. I love when people like on the zero speed, when just speaking without anything, without pauses, without shouting, without crying, just speaking, because you always can find the truth, even if it's like a scene of my mom died or my dog died. You can find the truth in my dog died, um, without like crying. You don't, it's not necessary. You can find the truth sitting in that room thinking about the dog, but without please why why. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to like, let's just speak like friends.
If you speak about the method, like you studied acting professionally and you are familiar about the American school,
Yeah, I'm
what school you prefer, what works for you personally as an actress, and what do you like to see if you speak about the method?
I think for me definitely works the Meisner.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have it in Russia. No one uses Meisner in Russia, but Meisner totally works for me. And this is like, I think for that reason, because we are more Stanislavski method,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't work for me. That's the idea that actors should find the method that works for them, because we're all different. Meisner is more about like here and now, without writing books of what my hero ate 2 days ago, where are his parents, who's his first love, and we did like that. And this is a lot of brain involved,
Mm-hmm.
like in Stanislavski math. For me, a lot of brain involved. It didn't work for me. For me, works something that's like here and now. So you just see a person and you work like you don't, and you always you, because at the end of the day it's always you won't become another person. This is me, but in another situation, but it's still Vassar. Everyone, like it's Juliet, but this is Vassar in this situation, but this is Vassar. This is not another person.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I see. So, I think that Chekhov was, the student of Stanislavski, and he was the person who, brought the Russian methods to United States, and then the Meisner came and everybody. Um, how do you think like the Russian acting actually appropriate for the today's American, let's not American, but the global filmmaking? We know, all now consume as a consumers, consuming a lot of TV shows, TV series. What do you think? What methods are used now in the overall global international productions? What do you think is now the tendency, kind of?
Yeah, I think more like Meisner and Mikhail Chekhov is much more, when you see like on TV. I think they work on this method, not Stanislavski.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. The problem with Russian actors, like we have extremely talented people. I think Russian people are just talented. Like DPs, extremely talented. Actors, extremely talented. The problem is we don't have acting for camera. We don't have this. 4 years we study theater drama. We like for 4 years we study acting in theater. We don't have even one. Maybe Geek has, but I'm not sure. Like Shuka, Shepka, and Hat, they don't have acting for camera. So
Mm-hmm.
you finish 4 years and you're already ready to play for like 16th row. Hamlet.
so
uh,
so
and everyone, like, and the guy behind camera, can you be a little bit? So I think this is the main problem about Russian education. So we're like, what we expect, how we expect to play for Netflix when they're like speaking like that there. like that. They don't do. And we're like always speak here, blah 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 blah. Like speak here. So the voice should be from here. And you're like, hello, I'm from audition for Netflix. Are you ready?
No,
And I,
that is great. And I personally think, we have an actors now from 108 countries all over the world. And I don't think personally this is a problem of only Russian actors. I just personally have a feeling being a manager and the lack of information and the lack of knowledge in actors on like how it should be done on the professional or like international level of the film or TV production. It's unknown, so that's why I like to do such lives with the real people to kind of give the real feedback. And I'm thinking this lack of knowledge, what is better, what works, what not, this is common for any country. It's like India, Germany, Nigeria, China, Brazil. It's all the same because um, obviously the Hollywood, kind of gives it as a tendency, but thanks God, in even to the COVID, the trend raises that the Hollywood is global now, so it's everywhere, and you can sit in any country and still work for uh, Hollywood productions, which is produced like in UK or Europe or South Africa, Australia. So how how personally you've been affected by COVID, and how this using the screen life helping you creating your projects. Is it something that you plan to develop more, or you want to get back to the
I'm
traditional?
I'm a little bit tired of screen life. Really, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm really grateful for the COVID thing. First we all had all this denial and all this like 5 levels of acceptance,
Mhm.
um, fear, like for parents especially. But then in March, no, in March, yes, in March, when it was lockdown, we sat down with my best friend. She's my author also. We worked together, Julia Gulan, and we wrote like a because all the time we didn't have time. We had the idea, but we didn't have time, and we wrote the feature movie. So it's like 100 pages, and we like wrote them for like 3 months, I suppose, and we finished it in summer. And
Okay.
so in summer already we sold it, and we're making it this summer. So we are really grateful because thanks to this, we wrote it, we finished it, we sold it, and now we already will make it like this summer. So 1 year from the lockdown, we'll make the movie.
Are you gonna be playing there?
Oh, I will definitely do the casting, and I'll participate in it, definitely, because this is like the huge role for the girl. So it's like great, great, great role for the main part. It's great. But this is my movie, and this is like my first debut, so I will really choose the best. So I would be here like really sincere to myself. I will definitely try, thanks to like I have the great board of producers. So I would definitely try. I'm just not sure that I would manage to do that, because this is like this is not everything that I made before. Like short movies, something like ads, series, something small. This is like a huge thing. I'm not sure that I'm Woody Allen already to shoot myself. Uh, like I watched um, Bertrand Bonello movie, like it's like Baby Zombie. I don't. It's in Russian, Smalishka Zombie. It was in Cannes 2 years ago, and I love that movie. It's extremely cool. If you haven't watched it, Bertrand Bonello, he made the Yves Saint Laurent movie like several years ago. So, and this is like we're watching it in Cannes. It's about zombies in Haiti. Uh, and so the movie finished, uh, and the names come: director Bertrand Bonello, script writer Bertrand Bonello, producer Bertrand Bonello, editing Bertrand Bonello, music Bertrand Bonello, and only DP is another guy. He was like, oh, okay, he'll make it. Nah, I'm tired. So everything, like they're like six, like the main things. He made everything. He made music. he made editing, he wrote, he directed, he produced. And so he didn't just like he said, okay, you can film it, take this camera.
No,
And
I
I
mean,
was like,
this is
hmm.
this is a great example actually of how diverse you can be doing, the production for yourself. I kind of would like to wrap it up a little bit. Um, if you have a chance, would you like something differently in your life?
Hmm, I think more no than yes, but maybe I would just start directing earlier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I would just, maybe if I would have like chance now, I would go at 21. I would go not to the acting school. I would go to directing school directly.
Do you think it's actually necessary to be an actor, or I mean studying acting, or it just being a, because there are many many examples of actors who actually never.
Different people, different people. Some people are really like animals.
For
They have.
you, for you.
For me, no, I think directing helped me more with my acting than acting. I think directing and making and seeing it from another perspective developed me as an actor much more than acting itself.
Can you share something like a life hacks you personally use for yourself to being like consistent or focus on your goals? I don't know, psychologist in your
Uh,
meditation.
I'm of course I'm no. You have to be very calm. Like the problem that all actors face when you come, and really like you come and you're already like 20th person I meet today. An actor comes and his energy is very nervous, and sometimes come and he's very calm. He's like, hello, I'm cool. Like like you meet someone nice at the bar, and sometimes you meet someone very, and he really tries to be cool and he wants you to like him, but you just catch this energy and you get tired. So I think very important is to meditate and to be very calm with the inner self, when and not to learn intonations. That's very bad, because sometimes someone come and you say like, oh no, you got it wrong. This is a question. An actor becomes very difficult to change because he already learned it that way. You don't have to learn it. You just always learn. Like for example, I open
Or
and I open the script and you're like, нарушили ли вы правила догмы? Какие, как? Ведь кажется, соблюсти их все на 100% невозможно.
just text.
Вы правила догмы. Yeah, just text. I don't do intonation. And you learn it like that, without intonation. And the text should be learned that this is like main life hack.
Mhm.
You'll be shocked how it works. You should know it like a monologue, without stops, by heart, like this. Считался живым классиком, то Виттенберг, возможно, из-за молодоженной внешности по привычке проходил за вундеркинда. В самом деле, like this, like this text, without any intonation, and the whole script, without any stops. Oh, now he asks, what do I answer? Like this. So never think about text. This is like main life hack. When you don't think about the text at all, everything comes up.
Mhm.
Everything. You will be shocked. Just try once. Just try once to have text, but really don't lie to yourself. I learned. No, I learned the text. It's okay. I learned the text. Like when we really learn, it's like when I played something like for 2 years. In 2 years, I felt the like, oh my God, this is huge, because you are really inside the role. You're thinking like, of course, it's very difficult when someone sends it to you in 3 days, like in 3 days. But you have to do that if you want.
That's great, great, great life hack. I love it so much. Just some little thing about your new production that you are doing. Is it gonna be in Russian or in English, or are you consider produce something in internationally
Uh,
soon?
no, it's in Russia. It's in Russian, but we are definitely looking for international market, because this is like, I think that could be cool for the whole world.
I catch the trend of filmmakers and producers trying to get now authentical actors, meaning like to play German, hired German actors to play
Yes.
Russian, hired German. Um, do you have any international parts in your
Yes.
projects? Yeah.
Yes. We have a 70-year-old psychiatrist from Switzerland.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Now it
Oh
reminds.
no, and we have one more, and we have a Japanese girl, uh,
Oh, okay.
like 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 a big part.
Do you know already who you want
No,
to?
no, we haven't started casting yet. I'll tell you everything.
Okay. That's
Have
great.
a Japanese girl around like 30 years old and the 70-year-old psychiatrist from Switzerland.
That's incredible. Vaisa, thank you very much. You've been such an inspiration and blessing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I really wish you best of luck in your endeavors, and thanks a lot. See you very soon. And I hope we will do more lives with you. Maybe you will share more feedback with
Of course. If I can be useful.
Of course you are. Thank you
Thank
very much. Happy New
you.
Year.
Yes, thank you so
See
much.
you.
Thank
See you.
you.
Bye bye, darling.
Bye. Bye.